Have you ever found yourself wondering if your prayers, your requests, truly move God? It's a question that has echoed through the corridors of time, a common thread woven into the tapestry of human experience. Each of us, in moments of quiet introspection, may have grappled with this uncertainty. In the hushed whispers of the night or the quiet solitude of the morning, we send our hopes, our fears, our desires out into the universe. But does the divine hear? Are our pleas and petitions met with divine action, or do they simply drift into the ether, unanswered and unacknowledged? This is a question of faith, of connection, of the intricate dance between the human and the divine. It's a question that invites us to delve deeper, to explore the mysteries of prayer and its impact on the cosmos. So let's journey together, friends. Let's uncover the mystery of prayer and its impact on the divine. Prayer, in its simplest form, is a conversation with the divine. It's an intimate dialogue, a sacred exchange between the human spirit and the infinite universe. It's as simple as a heartfelt whisper, and as profound as a soul's deepest yearning. In every corner of the world, in every culture and religious tradition, prayer is a common thread that binds us all. It is a testament to our shared human longing to connect with something greater, something beyond our understanding. From the silent meditation of a Buddhist monk to the fervent supplication of a Christian at an altar, the act of prayer is universal. But what is the power of prayer? Is it just a psychological crutch, a comforting ritual? Or does it have a tangible, transformative impact on our lives and the world around us? Believers would argue that prayer is indeed powerful. It's not just about asking for things or expressing gratitude. It's about aligning our will with the divine, about opening our hearts to divine wisdom. It's about seeking guidance, finding strength, and cultivating a sense of peace and purpose. Prayer can take on many forms. There are prayers of request, where we ask for specific things, be it health, prosperity, or guidance. There are prayers of thanksgiving, where we express gratitude for the blessings in our lives. There are prayers of worship, where we simply acknowledge and celebrate the majesty and mystery of the divine. Each form of prayer resonates differently with God. Each carries its own unique vibration, its own spiritual frequency. Some prayers are like gentle whispers, others like bold declarations. Some are quiet and introspective, others exuberant and expressive. But does God respond to these different forms of prayer differently? Does He favor one over the other? Does the intensity of our plea or the depth of our gratitude influence His response? In essence, prayer is a powerful tool for communication with God, but does it move Him? God, the divine, the supreme, is often seen as an omnipotent and all-knowing entity. This notion forms the backbone of many religious beliefs, and it's a concept that has fascinated philosophers, theologians, and ordinary people alike for centuries. Let's take a moment to ponder these attributes. Omniscience, or all-knowingness, suggests that God is aware of everything that happens, has happened, or will happen. He knows our deepest secrets, our most profound thoughts, and our silent prayers. He knows our needs before we even recognize them ourselves. It's a comforting thought, isn't it? That there's an entity out there who knows us better than we know ourselves. Then there's omnipotence, or all-powerfulness. This means that God has the power to do anything. He can move mountains, part seas, and perform miracles that defy the laws of nature. He can answer prayers in ways that we can't even begin to comprehend. So, what happens when these two attributes meet human prayers? If God is all-knowing, He already knows what we're going to ask for before we even utter a word. And if He's all-powerful, He has the capacity to grant our requests, no matter how big or small. It seems like a straightforward process, doesn't it? But here's where it gets intriguing. If God already knows our needs, and if He has the power to fulfill them, why do we need to ask? Why do we need to pray? It's like asking for a glass of water when you're sitting right next to a fully stocked fridge. It doesn't quite add up, does it? Perhaps the answer lies not in the request itself, but in the act of making the request. Perhaps prayer is more about the connection it fosters between us and the divine, rather than the actual fulfillment of our desires. Or maybe, just maybe, our requests do have a role to play in this grand cosmic drama. So, if God already knows our needs, what role do our requests play? Well, that's a question we'll explore in the next scene. Stay tuned. The journey of prayer is not about changing God's mind, but about transforming our hearts. As we draw the curtains on this discussion, it's important to note that prayer is not a magic wand that alters God's will according to our desires. Instead, it's an instrument of faith that fortifies our spiritual resilience and deepens our understanding of the divine plan. This doesn't undermine the significance of our requests to God. Quite the contrary. Our requests, our pleas, our prayers, they all serve a profound purpose. They allow us to communicate with the divine, express our hopes and fears, and in the process, grow and transform. Our prayers are the whispers of our souls, echoing in the vast expanse of the universe, seeking understanding, seeking solace. So, do our requests move God? Perhaps the answer lies not in whether our prayers move God, but in how they move us. In the end, it's not about whether our requests move God, but how they move us.